Hello everybody, welcome to our second series for today. After a great first series between Jeslin and Ciaz, we now find ourselves back on the battlefield of Crossroads, and on the south side, playing as the Soviets, it is going to be experts VonIvan.
Something wicked this way comes in the north. It is Kimbo, the hearkener of much sorrow, and the bringer of upset and misery. He hails from Poland. He's playing as the Wehrmacht. It's his first entrance into a large-scale Company of Heroes tournament after oversleeping Barbarossa. He's now here in Citadel, and he is the most underseeded player with the highest potential to do well in GCS2, and you heard it here first today.
I don't think you could have introduced Kimbo better. Bringer of misery. Absolutely. Been interesting to cast this game. It's the first time I've really seen Kimbo competitively, so everyone is kind of looking highly to him in this tournament, to be honest. I had this thing last week, you know, when he was late for Barbarossa. You watched Blackadder, you've seen the first.
He didn't even
precisely
wake up.
You've seen Blackadder, you know, the first series where it's Monday morning. It's kind of exactly what it reminded me of. Maybe Kimbo is that person. He has a lot to make up for. He has to do well in these qualifiers to make sure he gets points to be in that top 8. And you expect to see a big performance for him. This
sounds crazy, but I actually think Kimbo is possibly top 6 in the world. Watched him play a lot. I had to sit through 20 of his replays because people assumed he was a map hacker or that he ghosted every game. And I just had to watch his games. They weren't even games against streamers, by the way. And the unfortunate thing is, for a lot of the people that he's upset by stream sniping them repeatedly, is he is just that damn good. He's gotten extremely good at this game in under a year, and a lot of players have got this begrudging respect for him now, because unfortunately for them, as I say, he is really good. So VonIvan is going to have a tough time now in this series, and I think it's going to be an excellent competitive battle.
It's always this matter of pride thing, isn't it? You've kind of got that KO2 elite set of players, and then they're kind of fighting off the newbies. Not newbies in one sense, I mean new players that are kind of erupting onto the scene. And it's quite nice to see, to be honest. It's like the fall of Olympus with a lot of the games that we cast.
I mean, people might doubt me in comments. They might think I'm doing hyperbole, but just wait and see. That's all I'll say. Just wait and see. So we've got 3 Grenadiers. The MG's working in unison. It's decent and aggressive play. Look at the Penal Battalion protecting the MG's flank there. That is classic Company of Heroes.
Need to find out where that was. Penal Battalion, do you say? What?
Sorry, the Pioneers were protecting the MGs. No, it's fine. Don't draw too much attention to it. The Pioneers now going for the cut-off, and they're going to neutralise that very quickly. Conscript rushing in to mitigate. Will they get the neutralisation?
Yeah, I think they will. They've done well to... oh, no, they do! VonIvan lost the model that was in the capping circles. He actually disconnected from his territory. A nice little win for Kimbo there. I'm not sure he was expecting that to go so much in his favour. VonIvan right at the start. A little bit pushed. 4 conscripts. Kimbo's going to match it with a 4th Grenadier. This is going to be a huge infantry battle. It's kind of exciting. The game is explosive right from the start. Just the kind of Company of Heroes we like to see.
MG's under difficult pressure. It's got to get out of there. Vamoosh! It's gone on the west side. Grenadiers are coming in to try and rectify the situation. Lucky escape for Kimbo. Very lucky. That
is incredibly lucky, and even more so by the fact that Von kind of stopped the units to get the higher accuracy on the rifle. Still wasn't rewarded with the kill. And now he's had his flamethrower engineer pushed away. There's a lot of engagements. I think when you go like heavy manpower at the start of the game like this, heavy core infantry, there are a lot of engagements. There's a lot of health bars to watch. You don't know always which engagement's going to be tipped. There's a lot of places to look. So really frantic early game, and it's going to be interesting to watch how players manage their resources and teching whilst all of this is going on.
Indeed. We've got a Minesweeper coming up for Kimbo in the east, so he's going to be able to protect himself against VonIvan's booby traps. Tier 2's coming down, and rapid speed by VonIvan. Double combat engineer with the flamethrowers as well, with the 4 conscripts with Molotovs. Wow, he likes to play with fire.
I really like that, because now with the upgrades of flamethrowers, every single squad he has on the field has good fighting capabilities, and it can 1v1 engagement. So I think that's actually what he needs right now to start pushing lots of the map back. Plus excellent garrison control will come from this. So it's a good move. In fact, I think that's what stopped the Grenadiers getting into that house in the center. It's now a good position for conscripts to work from. There's a difficult retreat path for the pioneers there.
Sorry, for the combat engineers, I think. The Grenadiers also difficult retreat path. 2 pushes away on different sides of the battlefield. And VonIvan's getting good. I mean, VonIvan is #1 seed right now in the GCS system after a 40% increase last time round. Even though he got 4th space, he did well to get into the semi-finals. But to be honest, Dan, I think this might be his tournament where he seeks qualification and just goes full out and is very confident in doing so. Be able to get that mine. Will he be able to get it? He gets it without being seen, just about, because that edge, by the way, is just on the cusp of north side. There's a mine planted just north of the capping point, and so you get a little bit of sight from the capping point, but not just on the edge. That's where the sight from the capping point.
Sorry, I was just wondering which one you were looking at, because I just saw he was laying one on the strategic decap north, but it was like south of the point.
Yes, that's the one I'm on about.
Oh, he saw that. I had the field of vision on. So Kimbo knows that.
Oh, did you? Did the Grenadiers get there in time? Fair enough.
Yeah. So, but it's... Sorry, I didn't understand which one you were on.
No, it's fine. I didn't have the field of view on, so I didn't know if the Grenadiers saw it. I thought they might not have been able to. Never mind. Tier 3 is now coming up for VonIvan, and he's got 40 fuel, so T70 soonish.
Ooh, actually this is really good, because you look at the doctrine choice from Kimbo, Lightning War. So there's none of that Puma call in. You know, you can tell, Von can tell already by the G43s that mobile defense is not the choice. But Kimbo's a little bit late on the tech. He hasn't even got tier 2 up at the moment. He might rush. Maybe he'll rush to battle phase 2. Could be his way of answering tier 3. But it's a different game. It's a different austere game, and I think we're pleased to see that at the very least.
Yeah, we're pleased to see it, but you do need a Pack 40. Pack 40 is the rock upon which you build your Wehrmacht house if you're not getting a Puma. It used to be until the Puma started being a thing, but so if he's not getting Puma, he's going to need a Pack 40, as this T70 is going to be coming out very shortly. He's just waiting to get 260 manpower there and about now. There you go, he's got the option. How quickly does he decide? Very quickly.
It's going to be a dominant unit for quite some time, especially as Kimbo's gone for a sniper. Not 100% sure of that choice. I think Kimbo maybe underestimates how quickly Von's going to be able to get this T70 out. But it is 8 minutes. 8 minutes with no AT and not even a potential of AT is an interesting scenario. Kimbo's got to have some plan here, I'm sure.
I'm not sure I like it, you know.
Oh, that mine in that bush is incredible placement there. Those engineers. It's like the Christmas tree of death right there.
I like that. No, that's very good.
Oh, there's the rifle grenade. It could backfire immediately.
Oh, that was good. There's no G43s on retreat, though. That will survive. Nice S-line field as well on this south road.
Just there. It was a flare, fortunately, not a proper mine. So, yeah, there we go. Just see it go.
Oh! There we go. Beautiful illuminations on your Christmas tree, Dan. Never mind.
Star. That's it. They'll be following. It's the Star of Christ.
Was he? Don't know what.
There are a lot of mines. You can actually just see them all over. Von's. I think this is a sign of a good player, because we know that Austere does have that kind of troubled time when dealing with mines. They've been laid everywhere. It's going to be causing loads of problems. Look at this, a 9-minute tech to tier 2 from Kimbo with no tech to battle phase 2. T70 is maybe not making good use of its time right now. I think it could be doing a lot more given the situation.
Yeah, the T70 has a little bit of a lackadaisical start, let's say. It's not even inflicted a single piece of damage right now. So this has actually given Kimbo a window of defense. He did look to be exploitable, but since that time of passage has stopped being relevant, maybe he's going to be all right now.
And a very slow passage of play. Von, I mean, look, you can see by his manpower right now, he's just slowed down a little, I think, because he's struggling to reinforce what he's got on the field. He's done some good pushing, but the result of this is that Kimbo has got a lot of time to just maybe secure a front line. He's managing to recap some territories, and as long as he gets that fuel and munitions, keeps control of the VPs, which he has, then he can still benefit from that late game axis, which we all know to be kind of the best phase of play for Axis, especially with lightning.
Kimbo, I believe, is being overly it's very eerie, isn't it? I don't think it's just incredibly eerie. It's almost awkward, as though the players have a little bit too much respect for each other right now. And but we always know what VonIvan's thinking in moments like this. He's usually coiling up for a huge attack, saying that the Pack 40 is now here, so that huge attack could be well defended.
It's really good. You see VonIvan, he's got the recon mode up on the T70 and just constantly scouting to see positions of things. He knew where the MG was and he's just drawn out fire from it. So, VonIvan's playing very carefully, very strategically. And, I really like, when you see players utilizing the T70 isn't just an anti-infantry, the mobile anti-infantry platform. It is also the equivalent of the scout car. And, great to see players use it that way.
Cancelled teller there, but the PPSHs jump into action. So it's PPSHs, great on the move, but only in close quarter combat versus
that was mine swept, by the way. That was a Soviet mine.
Nice, fair enough, thank you. So against G43s, which are good at medium to long range, and especially on the move. So it's an interesting combination of utilities. Kimbo's being wiped off the battlefield though now.
He has, yeah, just loses a Grenadier squad to PPSHs that are pushing from the flank. Could be the end of the MG as well. If this goes down, that is a serious problem. Is he going to recrew that MG? Seriously?
Oh, that is what bad play.
Waste of squads.
Unfortunate for Kimbo, but a bit of miscalculation as well. Hence the commentary of bad play, because you should have seen that coming, Kimbo. I don't think he's playing his natural game right now. And I think Kimbo's finding out firsthand that tournament time is very different than stream sniping somebody. You may start to think you're a top 6 player, or a top 10 player rather. You may start to think you can battle with the big boys, but when it's mano a mano and you're in the solitude of your own domain over the internet and both players are playing at their maximum capabilities, it's a different beast, Dan.
It is. Tournament play, just completely different. Completely different results from auto match. I think always surprised by that. Looking at Kimbo right now, I guess this is it. He's got to commit now to Tiger. When that Tiger comes out, what are we expecting, really?
Your Stormless special. Lose the first half an hour and wait for Tiger. We're not, got the Tiger tank coming.
I based that off a legit strategy in 2014, so...
And it still holds true to this day. It just doesn't win games.
Yeah. All I care about is that it sounds amazing, It's, when the Tiger comes on the field, you get 15 seconds of good audio. That's what I appreciate before it's destroyed.
Yeah. I did want Kimbo to be as good as Kimbo thinks he is. I did give him the tournament introduction he thinks he deserves.
It's his reputation. I mean, look, we've all seen Kimbo around Twitch kind of saying, I'm going to smash this. This is going to be easy. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, we're going to hype him up. He's definitely made that name for himself. It's up to him to come up with the goods from there on. And, this game isn't over yet. You see, Von's also making some mistakes. He hasn't got Minesweepers. He's walking through some pretty obvious minefields in the center. That sign should give it away.
PPS says she's trying to get on the retreat path here. Grenadier's retreating through it. Sniper opens up. Pack 40's wheeling away. T70's coiling up, waiting for the perfect time to strike. Is this VonIvan's moment to denounce the god that Kimbo claims to be?
I think he certainly is. And Von, all the while, these Flamer engineers doing so much damage on the field. He's decapping at least a munitions point now on the left. It is a stranglehold. And to come out of this situation with just Grenadiers, it's not going to happen. Von is not going to let that happen. He's still got mines coming down. Still got mines coming down all over the map. What do you got to play with?
I think Kimbo's played a bad game. I think Kimbo has played outside his natural comfort zone and played with dodgy build orders and poor timings. And... he's got some decent micro. He's been able to keep it alive, but If he is alive, he's on life support right now.
Let's have a quick look at the stats as well. Nothing too much to show there, to be honest. The stats lying maybe a little bit here in terms of army value, just the sheer amount of infantry that Kimbo possesses. But in terms of teching, in terms of resources, no way. No way is Kimbo even close to VonIvan right now.
He's now blobbing up his Grens. Sniper behind them. Just trying to push away things from the east. Allowing conscripts and a MG42, of course, that was stolen to cut them off.
Fear the six-man MG42 because if you think that sniper's going to help you out with support weapons, it's no way. This is a wide cone of fire. To have 6-man squad on that is, especially with someone that's got the micro proficiency of VonIvan, where you can continually suppress multiple squads through.
Sure, what's interesting, Dan? So Kimbo has been playing streamers consistently, and there's a lot of accusations of ghosting. In fact, there's some chats, screenshots of Kimbo admitting to ghosting, which is, if you don't know, that's where you watch a streamer's footage and gain an advantage through that. Now, I'm not gonna make those accusations myself. What I will say is, if he is 2-0'd by VonIvan today in dominant fashion, you'd argue that possibly there's been a bit of that going on.
I think it's fair to say. You let yourself down if you let yourself down if you make a public admittance of doing that. I think.
Yeah.
And then
under duress.
Oh, that's a great kill on the sniper. PPSH is just ripping through Flash of the sniper there. Now he's going to go for the AT gun as well as that recoils back into the base. Can the Grenadiers get the conscripts on the retreat? Gonna get one squad.
Though, yeah, that's not bad. He's may have lost a sniper, but he's picked up a con, which of course we all know is a bit of a difference in terms of manpower. It's 80 difference, in fact. But here we go.
MG as well. We're then going to see Sturmovix. Oh, those Grenadiers have to be careful of the second strafe from that IL-2, and they've got to run through PPSHs.
And the Black 40's down. The T-70 and the KV-1 are going to roll into base. And VonIvan is going to crush Kimbo like a beetle under his boots. And that boot right now is one big, heavy KV-1.
Oh, Kimbo is so close to rolling a Tiger on the field. He's actually, I think, maybe trying to save the resources for it, but how long do you want to stay in this game, really?
He's getting the manpower. He's waiting for the Tiger in classic rank 100 auto match player fashion.
Von has got to be feeling pretty good about himself right now. It's always the kind of dream to take 468 VPs in game 1. And that's exactly what he's looking to do. But Kimbo, +7 fuel per minute. It's going to be a minute about time before we get to see that Tiger roll onto the field. There's the manpower. Here comes the
for
fuel.
Everybody that's ever been stream sniped by Kimbo, including players such as ICAP, VonIvan, pretty much anybody ever, actually. I think Talisman streamed for the first time ever, and Kimbo was waiting for him. I think they might watch this back and just be very smug when watching it.
Let's get a bit of hype, some fake hype for this Tiger when it comes in.
A classic AE introduction, maybe.
Absolutely. I'm even going to drop it into cinematic mode.
Oh my god. Kimbo might not have anything left, but here comes 68.5 tons of quantified destruction from the Kruppstahl of Germany, from the mountain hills of Bavaria. It's the Tiger!
It's the Tiger. That's the sound they're going to be making as this all goes wrong for Kimbo. Cannot deal with even the KV-1.
The KV-1's just dancing around. Go on, 1v1 it. Do it.
Oh, just going to get his turret inside the KV-1 there. Trying to take out a couple of crew members.
Classic Soviet strategy there. Playing mind games. The only unit Kimbo has in GCS2, the entire tournament right now, is a Tiger.
Could wipe the conscripts with the pioneers.
Oh, they got an anti-tank grenade off as their last stand.
He's got to go for the AT gun. He's got to go for the AT gun. At the very least, he's making good choices in his base. We've got to give that to Kimbo. He's going for a comeback somehow. With a good shot here, he could actually make it. Got to make a ground attack. Got to try it.
Nah. He's gonna AT grenade it again. This guy's a legend. Oh, the Pack 40's back online. He can finish it off right now. This will be hilarious. There you go.
And Kimbo God surrenders finally. I think match that say a lot.
Sorry.
A lot
I'm
about
so
that game.
Sorry. I need to regain my professionalism. I'm so sorry. Oh dear.
Every graph just trails off after 6 minutes. Crazy. All right, let's get back into the lobby. I'm gonna throw something out there. I'm gonna throw out this edgy idea that could be happening. So Kimbo's like, you know, I'm playing. We're just gonna make this up on the spot because we have to say something good about this series. Kimbo is thinking to himself, right? I'm gonna play against Von. I've got everybody watching me. What's the best way to work this series? He's gonna throw the first game in horrendous style so that everybody's kind of saying this guy's a loser. He's worth nothing. VonIvan's screaming him. And then game 2, he's going to switch it on and he's going to make an example of VonIvan. Do you think that could happen?
That is genius. After the instruction I gave Kimbo in game 1, I am going to double down on him. And Dan, you're exactly right. Kimbo is a god at this game, quite frankly. Through stream sniping everybody in the community, week in, week out, he has built up the perfect skill set for GCS2, and that game 1 was literally a feint. It was he's 4-dimensional chess, Dan. It's 11-dimensional Tetris. He's going for a 12,000 cc, revving his engine up. I don't know where I'm going with this, Dan. Please help me out. Just cut in, please, at any point.
Okay. It's like, well, we'll cut in at that one. Let's see if the game's available. Let's see if the next